Welcome back to our channel, YouTube. My name is Kristen Forgione. I'm the founder, creative director, and principal designer here at THELIFESTYLEDCO. And today I'm going to talk to you all about how to select lighting in these big, great room, open concept floor plans. It's one of the most asked about questions that we get, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that will send you on your way with a ton of knowledge for speccing your own lighting. In order to keep this channel going, it is all about the sponsors. And today is a sponsor that is so freaking near and dear to my heart. And I love this brand. And I think so many of you probably love them too. As an influencer, there are partnerships that come across your desk that you're like, oh my gosh, don't mess this up. This is a once in a lifetime. And this is the way I feel about this brand. They are generously sponsoring this video. And we are just so aligned. And I use this brand in my daily life every single day. Most people put on pants one leg at a time, and I put on my Skims one leg at a time. Always have, always will. I jumped on the Skims bandwagon years ago, and specifically their Fits Everybody collection, which I have on right now. I have the triangle bralette in onyx, and I also have the onyx thong. I have plenty of my own, so I didn't even have to open this so that I could open it right with you on camera. The Fits Everybody collection fits everybody. I'm telling you, it makes every single body look amazing. And if you follow me on Instagram, you may know this, but in 2023, I had my implants removed. I haven't gotten to talk to you a whole lot on YouTube just because this channel focuses on design largely, maybe a little bit of fashion. You guys are getting to know me personally, but I haven't dove into like my explant journey, and Skims was truly one of the brands, right, that I didn't have to think too hard about. I had my implants removed and I really thought I was gonna have to buy all new bras, but with my Skims stuff, I didn't have to rebuy anything because specifically the Fits Everybody collection, you guys, it stretches 2 times its size. So I wear a large in the thong, all of their underwear, and then also in the bralettes. I think I could probably go to a medium, but it comes in extra, extra small all the way to 4X. So the fabric is buttery soft. Like I'm sure you guys have heard all these things, and I probably don't need to tell you a whole lot. When Skims approached me to talk about with you how much I love Skims, it was literally like the easiest yes. I was like, wait, well, they're gonna love Skims because I love Skims, and I literally, like I said, wear it every single day. So as I'm filming, right, I'm getting ready, I put on some version of the Fits Everybody collection. I have all of the bras, I have the briefs, I have the thong, and I am never as comfortable in something else as I am when I'm wearing Skims. You can click the link in the description to get a little bit more familiar with the Fits Everybody collection. I'm telling you, there is something for you. After you place your order, make sure you select YouTube and then select the THELIFESTYLECO channel so that they know I sent you. The code is THELIFESTYLEDCO. We'll put everything so it's nice and easy for you in the description and then here on the screen. But I know you are going to either love falling in love with Skims for the first time or getting reacquainted with Skims. It's the most comfortable, solution-based kind of technology lens at undergarments and everything else that they have. I mean, I'm on the website probably a little too much. But without further ado, we're going into the lighting video, and I'll see you on the flip side. The great room I am standing in has nine, is that this many? 9 different fixtures that are either ceiling mounted, wall mounted, or a floor lamp that you're all taking in at the same time. And that is one of the reasons why it's so important to specify lighting accurately, if you will, or with enough intention that all of your lighting is gonna come together. So I'm standing under these 2 humongous, for lack of a better term, multi-arm candelabra fixtures. And these pieces were the very first lighting pieces that we selected in this space for a reason. When you're selecting for yourself, you're going to want to always start with the largest piece, right? So it would make sense for us to start specifying wall-mounted fixtures or picture lights in a room like this because the pieces that are doing the most talking are these huge guys. So Because of that, we decided to keep them the exact same because this is one big, really long space. So if we did two different fixtures here, I feel like it could have chopped the space a little bit and become a little bit disjointed. So the other kind of primary factor in these is identifying the finish. So we went with an antique aged pewter so that this was balanced and we could still specify brass lighting and also still specify black lighting. So you'll see that throughout. There is a sconce right up here that kind of anchors the front of the space that shines down on a beautiful mirror. It's got aged brass. Again, we're going with kind of those aged living finishes in this project, and it works beautifully in conjunction with these two huge fixtures. Then as we come further into the space, we will be greeted by the pendants over the kitchen island. I also think a design mistake that people make is they specify their kitchen pendants first or before they specify lighting in the rest of the space. While they are really important, in my opinion, and part of the way our design process works, again, is we're starting with the largest fixture, the fixture that takes up the most amount of space based on its size, not necessarily based on the size of the room. So after these two that anchor the great room, then we went on to kitchen pendants and selected these. These are Thomas O'Brien, they're from Visual Comfort, and they are also in kind of that rustic aged metal finish. Interestingly, this finish is kind of somewhere in between the pewter that we have in the overheads in the great room and then that sconce I just showed you. Then as we travel further into the space, right, so we're kind of like peeling back the onion of lighting. We're also going into the breakfast nook, and these fixtures we wanted to kind of just fade into the background a little bit. So these are in a white with a little brass kind of ornamental arm there. And what that's doing is just letting you know that they're there, but it's not doing a ton of talking. It's not one of those fixtures that's really gonna hit you with like a wow and a bam. Then this vantage you can see right through here. We've got a whole bunch of different ceiling mounted fixtures in the office and then also this floor lamp. And the reason I'm not taking you in there is because this really is and is meant to feel like a separate space. It's got a different palette completely, the wall color is different, but because of what I'm taking in this sight line, we need to consider that with the lighting, and that's what we did. So you can see that that floor lamp is a beautiful empire shade in white and then a rustic kind of base and neck in iron. Then as we come this way, another question we always get asked is how high above the table should I hang my fixture? There is a ton of information all over the internet that's going to tell you conflicting details, right? So I don't know how much help I'll be, but I'm gonna tell you how we do it. Typically, we like fixtures to be anywhere between 36 and about 42 inches above a dining table, up to a 10-foot ceiling. Sometimes even 9. So let's just play that you have a 9-foot ceiling. Your fixture would probably be hung, if we were to hang it, at about 40 inches above your dining table. Every foot that the ceiling height goes higher, the fixture should follow and should also go higher. So let's say we have ceilings like this. This is why these fixtures are a little bit higher than maybe it would be in a 9-foot flat ceiling. So this fixture, oh my gosh, it does so much talking. This is from Restoration Hardware. They just do the whole glass globe thing really, really beautifully. The metal finish on the brass is beautiful. It's not too bright. Again, what is the palette in here? Aged. We want this to feel a little bit more living, but not so living that it's unlacquered brass, because this is a pretty modern project. I haven't told you where I am. We are at our Big Daddy Proj, and there is a house tour that is living on the channel. Depending on when we release this, it may have already come out or it may be coming out, but it is like such a beautiful tour and one that you guys are really gonna love. So I hope after seeing this, you're gonna wanna tune in to the house tour as well. Okay, follow me this way. I'll meet you on the other side of this pillar. Here, this is the entry fixture. So you guys, I'm on my 9th fixture. This is the 9th. And you can see that they all have such commonality in their finishes and also their silhouettes in some ways. So they're all a little bit similar, but different enough that they can stand on their own. I will tell you, this client really wanted drop fixtures, so hanging fixtures like you've seen here, in almost every room. There were many opportunities for us to say we need to pull back a little bit because you could see so many. So 9 was the pulled back version of what we could have had in here.
But like I said, so another tip and trick here is the flooring, as you can see, is high contrast. So in this space, we were allowed, for lack of a better term, to also go high contrast in the fixture. Everywhere else that I've shown you is a little bit softer because it's a wood floor. So this floor lives on its own, and it can then have a fixture that sits above it that can also live on its own.
Okay, what'd you think about lighting and how to select it? I feel like I went into like just straight brain dump, telling you everything that was on my mind as I was walking through that project, really going back to the design process when we were building and constructing that house and all of the specification. Thank you again to Skims for sponsoring this video. Make sure you click the link in description to get a little bit more familiar with the Fits Everybody collection. All the information is there for you. I can't wait to see you on the next one, YouTube. Happy 2025. If I haven't gotten to tell you yet, chat soon.